Had to ice the game. So much ice, too much. Had to ice the lane. Freeze the dud, freeze. Had to freeze the lane. Freeze. Camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up. Guess I'm homegrown. Well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Yeah, the clinics, but that baby wipe his nose. I wipe his nose. What's a lick with till they explode? Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Race with the stars out. Not a boarded house. Get deported out. Gooped out for a shot. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain up for auction. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the faucets? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Private jet, yeah. The same diamond milk, yeah. I'ma keep the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling blow, yeah. Mama got style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. On Mars, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars, nobody seeing the gang on guard. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Meet them a buying, at least in no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt, she don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. Where we gon' I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of them all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bait. Talking about she don't come.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture me, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling. My neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. On the ground, this is TJ Yeldon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Caught. Safarian Jenkins right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Spread right, 72. Lucy.
On second down, here's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there. Bortles to Lee. 55 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down?
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Sunday.
Check 27. Eyes on 27.
Lucy.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And his throw here's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lucy.
Here's Bortles to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Let's go.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the cornerback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You know, when you talk about Jalen Ramsey, if he were a basketball player, you'd be wondering about the matchups for him, right? Where would he play? What would he cover? In this case, he can cover just about anything. I think his man coverage skills are excellent. Even a guy of his size, nearly 210 pounds, look at the footwork, look at the agility there as he drove on the dig route and made a play.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The first carry down for Rob Kelly. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Man, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Fournette, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, but they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Let's go, let's go. 372.
Bortles now on first down. And this one is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hank.
Bortles now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. So the Titans come up here 1st and 15, but kind of interesting, the Titans were penalized the 2nd least amount in the NFL in 2017. After the penalty, it's Henry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Second down, Mariota. And Davis with it left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
A gain of 3, second down.
Spread left, spread left, spread left. Hank. 372.
Bortles to throw on second down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one results in 35 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
11B.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Lee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. to Kelly. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Mariota gives to Henry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up. A give. This is Kelly. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They go play action. Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. Off the play fake, Mariota. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 2 now, second and goal. They give it to him running left. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, here's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Called it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Third and long here for Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Mariota now to throw on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A first down throw for Mariota. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught at the 20. They give him a gain of 37.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
the timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11B, 11B.
To throw, it's Bortles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Lucy. Go left.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
T.J. Yeldon's not afraid to drop a shoulder or run through some tackles, is he?
Not at all. I learned it in his high school days in Alabama, then, of course, stayed in state to play at Alabama. He could do that there.
And what I think is best about him, and when he's really on top of his game, when he's a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker, I think he's strong enough, he's compact enough to break those tackles, but I think he's at his best at a shiftier weight.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there. Bortles to lead. 54 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
It's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Lucy.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Keep it rolling.
Well, the drive starts with Rob Kelly, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And some room to work. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Mariota. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. Being chased out left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
The Titans on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Mariota. He finds Coleman. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Flushed out right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Here's Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin with a run by Fournette. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Sunday. Set. Green 80. Hank. Throw that. Lucy.
I got you.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Detroit! Gone!
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Bortles on the give to Fournette, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Campanaro. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Out come the Titans now. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. He'll look to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth. So now it's fourth down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you've also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run. It's Henry. Escapes the defender. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Calais Campbell on the stop. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Spread right, 72.
Fournette, a first down carry. Little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. Rashad Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation,